Okay, I went and see Nosferatu. Let's talk about it. I love this movie. It did have some problems. We're going to talk about that later on. But I loved it. However, I will say it's not for everyone. So maybe you should watch this before making up your mind to go or not. All right? Because not everyone will like this movie. And I'll explain why, okay? First of all, it's a gothic horror movie. Not everyone likes that kind of horror, okay? It's very moody and atmospheric. It uses slow pacing and the fear of the unknown to really build its terror. This is not jump scares every 5 seconds type of movie. This is a movie that takes its time. It creates a world that you walk into and live in while watching the movie. Unless you're the morons beside me the whole time. Every time there was a scene where it was quiet, we had this character played by Nicholas Holt. Trekking through a mysterious dark forest. These people beside me did not like it. They took their phones out, they were talking, they were saying it's boring. Of course it's boring. You're not watching the movie. Anyways, don't get me started on that, but all that to say you need an attention span to enjoy this movie, and you have to be into these type of atmospheric movies. Now let's talk about the cast, okay? Lily Rose Depp is incredible in this. Some of the best acting I've seen all year. She is incredible. The things that she had to do for this role, she has to do so much facial convulsions. A lot of the movie, she's actually having these terrifying convulsions. Her face is like all out of whack. That's how I could describe that. Okay. She is phenomenal in this. Nicholas Holt, also great in this. We're going to talk about Bill Skarsgård in a moment, but he's awesome as always. There's a weak link in the cast, and it's a problem with the movie. Aaron Taylor Johnson, he's the weak link in this movie, and he's terrible in this. He's not good in this. It's not his style. He's not made for this kind of acting. In fact, every time there's a scene with Aaron Taylor Johnson, it took me out of the movie. It seemed hacky, and it made the movie feel hacky every time he was in it. So I did not like this guy in the movie whatsoever. Now let's talk about Bill Skarsgård here. Now this word gets thrown around a lot, okay, but when I say it, I actually mean it. He absolutely is unrecognizable in this movie. His look, his voice, his mannerisms. To me, this was not Bill Skarsgård at all. You cannot recognize him. He does an absolutely phenomenal job in this movie. Now, a lot of people are complaining about the look of the creature. Some people are saying he's too ugly. They wanted him to be attractive. It makes no sense to me because if you know that the original movie that this is based on, it's supposed to be a gruesome, ghoulish, beastly creature. Okay, I know you guys are used to Twilight and Vampire Diaries. Well, that's not this. Okay, Nosferatu he's a ghoulish, ugly creature. Same could be said about me, folks. The mustache, however, the mustache did throw me off. I don't feel that they should have made him attractive, but I feel like they should have made him look closer to the Nosferatu that we know from the other movies. There was a 1922 version. There was another version in the 70s. I forgot what year exactly, but they look like this. Like this is the Nosferatu from the original 1922 movie. They should have done it. They should have made Bill Skarsgård's character look closer to this. That would have been sick. I would have loved that. I'm not gonna show you what he actually looks like because it's part of the movie. There's a whole build up to it to when the look of his character is finally revealed, and I don't want to have spoilers in this. But if you're really curious, I'm sure you can find it. There's a bunch of numbskulls who filmed the screen. So yes, the mustache and his look did kind of throw me off. But his acting was fantastic. Now, is it terrifying or not? It is. I found it really. I found it scary. It's not scary like a movie with like a serial killer chasing people down the street with an axe. It's not that type of scary. It's the type of scary, being in the forest at night, saying scary stories around the campfire, the unknown, swimming in black waters and you don't know if there's a shark. It's gonna tickle your feet down there. Okay, that's the kind of fear that this movie has. But anyway, I love this movie. It's very well made, beautiful. I think it's my favorite horror movie of the year. And if you think this is your kind of bag, if you think you'll like it, then go watch it. And if you don't, then stay home. Okay, don't go there and get bored and talk to your friends. People really annoy me. It's unbelievable. Anyways, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go succumb to the darkness. Who's flicking the lights? Oh no, Nosferatu!